she was in a box, so she's a little ruffled. But we're both a little ruffled here. We were both trying to get her out of the box. So anyway, she's about 9 months old. She's from Shawano. This is a really interesting bird. She fell from the nest when she was young, and again was injured. So we weren't able to put her back in the nest. And in fact, that ended up saving her life. Her sibling that stayed in the nest was, during the 4th of July, was frightened by fireworks and fell and actually was killed. So she ended up being lucky even though she fell early. So she's alive to see another day. Does anybody have any questions? You see how much larger she is?
Yeah.
Yep.
When do they get like most of their white spots?
When do they get their white head and tail? When they're 4 to 5 years old. And before that, they're just teenagers, and they don't have to worry about breeding or about fighting for territory or any of those things. They're just kids. They can just have fun as kids. Okay? Anybody else? All right, I'm going to walk her around so y'all can see her. Dark eyes. Dark eyes.
So, Marge will come by here a little bit, folks, so you don't have to like crowd up or move from where you are. Just you kind of just focus.
They look a lot bigger close up, don't they? Okay, I need you to just look at the nice people. This is her last chance to have photos done.
Hey, Marge.
Smile for me.
I'm smiling. We're both smiling.
Is this the last one then?
We have one more, but you don't have to. I might do a box release. I haven't decided on him.
Got it.
All right.
Marge, can you show him the eagle? He's never seen it.
I can. Why don't you come over here, young man? Okay, just don't reach out and touch him, okay? Can you come here?
I don't know how you can. We have to take that.
You know what? She's almost as big as you are, isn't she? Isn't she big? She's got brown eyes too. Look at that. Isn't that cool? But her wings are make her a lot bigger. Let me show you. Look at how big the wing is.
Mom, come around.
Is that big? Wow, huh? Okay.
A selfie with the eagle. Wow.
Yeah.
Marge has got a grip on it.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Maybe someday he'll work with eagles. I love to talk to children about wildlife because it really is important. They are our future, and we never forget that. I think it's we have an adventure camp for kids every summer, and it's so important to allow them when they have passion for wildlife or for animals or whatever. I guess we need to talk like this. We really do a lot of education with children, adults too, but children are so important because they are our future. And these are the people who are going to take wildlife and nature back into the next generation. So to us, it's incredibly important to educate little people, and that they are able to see them and see them up close, safely, but up close. Okay.
Do you go to grade schools, Marge?
Oh, we go to school. We do 250 programs a year, and then we have tours in the summer at our place. So we do an awful lot of education. It's really important.
Can we see him over here too?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Marge will make her way around here a little bit.
Yep.
How many of you have learned about REGI from local educational events at a school? Anybody from Madison area? Warner Park has a big nature excursion every year. REGI's come down for that.
The fish just takes you downstream.
They keep shutting me off. I can't believe it. Wow. Anyway, she is full grown. people, what she will do is probably, she could get a little more bulky like the rest of us do as we get a little older, but basically she's full grown. And they are full grown by the time they leave the nest. They're full grown body-wise. They are still growing their feathers. Their tail's a little longer when they're little because it's like a training wheel. They need a longer tail to be able to maneuver, and then that gets shorter as they get older. We just had two that landed in a tree next to each other. I think those are probably ours. They were in a big flight together, and they're probably sitting over there waiting for this one to go. They're like, oh, we get it now. We're all going to be out here. Okay, an adult, that's fine. This time of year, they're not territorial. At least they shouldn't go. Saw the geese.
Ooh, they saw her. Oh, yes.
One, two, three. Oh. Take care. So I want to do a box release just so you'll see the difference. Sometimes we do box release, but usually when we're not facing a big water source, because we want to make sure that they're not going to go the opposite direction. And they can go anywhere they want to anyway, but I like them to start off flying in the direction I want them to go. A little control problem perhaps, but anyway, it's important. So I'm going to, I'd like you to give him a little more space because I kind of stand out just a bit. And because he might end up coming that way. If you got bow ties, you can do that. Just all right. Another thing come up. People were asking me, are they mean? No, they're not mean. They are armed. I mean, they can certainly defend themselves. They don't do things. They use their power really judiciously, however, much more so than we do, for instance. They don't do things. They kill to eat. They defend their chicks. They defend their family, but they don't, just hassle someone because it seems like a good idea. So anyway, any other questions before I open here?
Do they need to eat every day or not?
They don't need to eat every day. We feed ours every day. And these guys had a big meal last night and then another one this morning, which I force-fed them. They didn't need it because they're really all in good weight, but I'm a grandmother. It's my problem, not theirs. I accept that, but it's just the way it is. So they have in fact, this guy you'll see, he's got a great big crop. He actually wanted more than the rest. So, but they can eat about 3 pounds a day, and that's a lot of food. It does cost us an awful lot to feed them. We have, as I say, we had 36 at home before we released these 4. So we do about 100 a year, and we do everything from hummingbirds to trumpeter swans to you name it, we do it.
And dumb question: what are they fed?
What are they fed? Not carrots. Deer carcasses, deer that are hit by cars, rabbits. People donate venison, or we like to get wild game if we can. Rabbits, rats and mice. We buy an awful lot of rats and mice and gophers. We try to give them the natural selection that they would see in the wild. Not white animals either. That's a search image we don't want them to have. not chickens, at least not with their feathers on. So it's important that they not have a search image that looks like something domestic. We don't want to do that. Yeah, did you have a question?
Is it a male or a female?
This is a male. He's small and he is got a lot of energy. So maybe you can relate to that. Or your parents can. Okay, as I say, I'm a grandmother. I can do this.
I'm crazy.
Now, if he happens to go a little close to someone, he's not attacking you. He's simply trying to figure out where to fly.